share with you how to build activity or just keep that activity going. So who remembers the very first time that they came to their first training, when they first started? And things are a little bit vague now when you think back, like that, when you were there, there was a lot going on. You were learning, getting a lot of information. You knew it was great, but you just remember like one or two things, right? I remember one thing or a couple things that I remember from my first day. First of all, when I walked into the office and how they greeted me, right? Hello. I was already an associate my first time I walked into an office. And the second thing that I remember is a training video, and it was Jeff Levitan. And the whole thing, all I remember was at the end when he said, every Sunday, Monday, call 9 people, 10 people, right? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna call 20. That's what I said, I'm gonna call 20. And recruit, right? And build. And I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know the steps. Everything was like another language, different jargon, because I don't come from the finance industry. And so that's what I did. And then I started seeing, the results. Building, just recruiting, bringing people in. But what happens when you're doing the activity, but then you're not where you want to be. Like you don't see, okay, what's supposed to happen afterwards, right? You start slowing down. Right? We start slowing down, we start asking questions like, you know what, I think I should learn this first. I need to learn the products. I need to figure these things out before I continue to do that. So the biggest mistake that we do is we slow down. And that's what I learned fast forward, right? When I'm like, okay, what's going on? I'm recruiting, I'm bringing the people, but I don't know what to do next. And so I slow down, and we make that mistake too often. So today I'm going to share with you some of those things to bring that activity back, keep it going, and transfer that to our team and see them do it, because the results are going to be there. So first, let's go to the first slide. Building activity. So I love this quote. Even if you're in the right place, surrounded by the right people, right? We all love WFG. Even if we're in the right place, if we don't do something, we're going to get run over. And that it has to be creating activity, right? And so the next slide, please. Here are some tips that are gonna help everybody. Energy, bring it. Leverage other people. We leverage every day, every morning. I connect with the team, and that's another thing that's so important, is to keep everybody engaged, because everybody is lost, right? We're lost unless we're connecting with our leadership. But Ed My Led brings energy. As soon as we're finished watching that, we're fired up and we want to move and we want to go and rock it, right? And so energy comes from us and it gets transferred to our teammates. Another thing is vision. Every day we say, we need to help 1 million families. When I'm doing the presentation, we need to help 1 million families. I only have 24 hours in a day, right? And you only have 24 hours in a day. In order to help all these families, we have to build a massive team of people that are going to go out there and make a difference. But it's going to start with our own family, right? It has to start with our own family. And who wants to be part of this mission to help 1 million people, right? So we got to, just continue to say, okay, what is the mission? Challenge people every day. Doing a top 25 every week. When we started doing that, I realized some people had the same list from like last year with the same people. I'm like, oh my goodness, we need a brand new list, and that will cause us to go and find, make new friends, meet new people, build new relationships. If we do challenge everybody to have a top 25, starting with us, right, to be a good example. But 5 a day is another one. 5 a day is minimum. And you'll see the people rising. The team, we have a young lady on our team that's like, 5 a day, I'm gonna do 20. And then you see the results, right? You see who's winning because they're the ones that are doing more above and beyond. Appointments. I heard this in training, and everything that I learned, I'm so grateful to be, to share this stage with these amazing leaders that I learned from every single day. But I heard this, doing 10 appointments, it's, field training appointments, it's like getting a bachelor's degree. 20 appointments, it's like getting an MBA. 30 is like a PhD. 50 appointments is where we really are going to see the activity that we need to see, and we let people know that, and then they see the results. Another challenge is a CFT, a certified field trainer. So we want more certified field trainers. So what does it take to become a certified field trainer? And that's the challenges that we need to see. Contests, boot camps, recognition and celebrating every single win. The boot camps, people have to qualify, right? We do that all the time, associate license only. And then we create that energy for everybody to want to be there. Contests, grand openings, $1 million baby, we gotta get creative. And another thing that I remember the very first time that I started understanding the business is looking up to Fredo Barber, because she always was about women empowerment and doing events. And I'm like, I want to be like Fredo Barber one day, and I want to create events. And I started doing that. I started mobilizing the women, and I started wanting to empower others the way I felt empowered. And to this day, we do women events. We're about women empowerment, but also we do men and money. We get creative. The $1 Million Baby. If you see somebody winning in this business, like we see people all the time winning in this business, do what they're doing. Learn from them, emulate them, and that's what we do. We love Jason Beauvais. We love all these amazing leaders that show us every day how, what they're doing, and we want to see those results. So let's follow the right people, right? Don't quit. That's what we have to continue to transfer to the team, because everybody wants, everybody gets frustrated. And so we got to be there, right there with them, encouraging them. Encourage, praise, and recognize all wins, big or small. Every little thing that the team does, we're gonna celebrate it. I know Albert teases me. He's like, if you brush your teeth, you're gonna get recognized if you're on Blanca's team. I don't care, I don't care, because every little thing matters, because this is a new industry. People are overwhelmed. They don't understand. They want to go the direction of the licensing, and once they go that way before getting fast started, they're going to get stuck there, and then they're going to disappear, because that's another project in itself, right? So I love what the message that we heard from Zoe: 60 appointments or 60 recruits before getting her license. So that fast start, those first 2-3 days, are so crucial in the business before having them, go into the next step, which is, let me figure this out, let me learn all these products, because then that's when, we get discouraged, right? Everybody got discouraged when they first started, when they're not seeing the results, but we have to continue and be the example. Doing it ourselves first, right? If we're gonna ask somebody else to do something, we gotta do it as well. So that's one thing that I'm always thinking in my mind, like I have to be the one that does it first. And so that's a way to create activity, because then they're gonna say, okay, well, if I haven't seen somebody do it and I see somebody winning, then that's gonna inspire me to do it. And people, believe me, there's discouragement when they don't see the results that they need. But we have to continue to encourage them to keep going, share stories, be vulnerable, and let them know that what I know how you feel. I felt the same way, but let me share with you what I found. But that goes with our associates as well. So creating activity every day, right? Every day, and challenging them, 5 a day. It makes such a big difference. And then you know who's actually doing it. You know who's actually going above and beyond. And like I said, I'm so proud of the team. We have some amazing ladies, and now we have guys on the team. But they're up for the challenge. And because we connect every day and everybody shares what they're doing, they inspire other teammates to do it. And so we want to create a standard within the team. That this is the way that this business works. And if you don't do it, you know what happens? Sometimes they start disappearing, the ones that are not doing it, and showing up is half the battle. And I say that every day. I'm not where I want to be, and before, when I first started, I wasn't where I wanted to be, but guess what? I showed up. You think I wanted to show up somewhere and at a big event where I'm not where I want to be? No, but I'm going to show up, and I'm going to learn, and I'm going to keep going, and then I want to be that example for others to keep going and never quit. So I hope this message was great. I don't know if I have another slide, but this is the part where it says don't quit. Always constantly reminding them their goals, why they're here, where they want to be, because and sharing stories of success stories within the WFG. We have tons of them where somebody kept going, and even our own personal story, and how that superstar came, right? We're waiting for that one person to come and get it and understand it. And I always let everybody know there's 3 types of people out there. Number 1, there's people out there that no matter what you say, they're not gonna get it. They're not gonna get it, right? Second type of person is the person that's looking, they're researching, they're trying to self-study. And then there's a third type of person who doesn't know what they don't know. that was me. I didn't even know that I wasn't saving correctly or that I could have freedom. I had 2 jobs. I thought that was normal, right? I didn't even know that it was possible to be able to turn your annual income into your monthly income. Never, right? So we want those other 2. So there's more of those 2 than that one that's not interested or doesn't get it, right? So I say that all the time to everybody that comes in. Also, creating activity, letting them know it's not rocket science. Everything that I hear, I share it. I learn from the leaders, and I share exactly what I hear. So just like, you don't come from a rich family, but a rich family has to come from you. I heard it from a leader, from a trainer. And so I hope this message is helpful. Creating activity, making phone calls, top 25 every week, a new one with new people, not the same people, over and over. And that will create us to want us to go and make a new friend. Make new friends, new relationships. There's millions of people out there. There's enough sun for everybody. Thank you, everybody. Oh, wait, one more thing. Don't watch the clock. Do what it does. Keep going.